Well, that was crazy. That's why you need to come to MMA events, because you never know what's going to happen. And we're going to keep that excitement rolling on. Let's give fight number 7 in the blue corner, Lochlan Sommerfield.
Rightio, now we have Lochlan Sommerfield fighting out of Gamebred Academy, coming from Perth, Australia, so a bit of a travel over here, but now resides in Brisbane. Comes from a striking background, and also another one who basically is sitting there and doing the training at Gamebred, doing that 4 to 5 times a week, part of this challenge in terms of the Ultimate Fighter experience, that 20 weeks. And this is a great opportunity. Very, very tall stature with a huge reach advantage. It's going to be coming here. Really looking forward to see how he utilises that. But yeah, it's going to be a great one, this one.
Yeah, incredibly tall. His reach is going to be insane. I haven't seen, we don't have the stats here of what his height and what his opponent, Bogdan Lujic's height is, but that is one tall MMA fighter.
I'm going to say there's going to be a stereotypical fight name for him in about 3 months' time if he has another one. It's going to be something along the lines of Stretch or Skyscraper or
Spider or
Towering Inferno.
But on that point, he likes to model himself off Tony Ferguson, so we might see a bit of the boogeyman reincarnated here.
No, that would he looks in great shape.
These tall fighters have always got that weirdly longevity in their cardio.
Yeah.
And like coming out of that Gamebred Academy, the Ufe program, and what we
Please
just saw
welcome Lochlan!
and what we just saw out of the last guy out of that program, this is in the same vein. My goodness.
Looks like he's roughly around 6'3", but also works as a security guard, so he's certainly used to looking down on people.
And in the red corner, Bogdan Lujic!
We have Bogdan Lujic out of Gamebred Academy as well. Now, Bogdan didn't actually do the UFE program. He just trains at Gamebred Academy. He's got a little bit of a boxing background, but apart from that, he's made his way over from Serbia to Australia, which I don't know if you know many of the Serbs. These guys are tough as nails. They are born fighters. They have the will to win at all costs, and I don't see this being any different.
Yeah, when you ever come across countries who've had a history of war, it's like combat is just in their DNA. I'm expecting wrestling just imprinted into the bloodstream.
All those Slav countries have a really good background of wrestling. It may not be in the way that we see it, but they've all got a different variation in one way or another that they have a really natural affinity for. There might be a really big height difference between these two young men.
Yeah, and the point is having a height range is one thing, and being able to utilize it is another.
It is 100%, and when we've got two guys that aren't really at the experienced end of their MMA careers.
Bogdan, regardless of the height difference, look at the shape that Bogdan Lujic is in. He is certainly well conditioned, very, very strong young man here.
He's got a killer rig on him, doesn't he?
What
He's
a
got
rig.
that farm strength. But yeah, looking forward to seeing how this works. What is there going to be a wrestling aspect to it? How's it going to work in play?
Fight number 7 is another exciting UFE bonanza brought to you by the lads at Sting. Don't forget 20% off apparel. Check it out at the back. Introducing first, in the blue corner, Lochlan Sommerfield. And his UFE opponent, in the red corner, Bogdan Lujic. It's ultimate fight time.
Lochlan Sommerfield is looking laser focused in the blue corner. He has just stared forward the whole time with a look of concentration on his face as both men come out now. And a great engagement from Bogdan Lujic early in his first round. Both of these men have come to fight.
I'm just going to call it any punch that Logic does is just going to be like a straight punch. Is going to be a belly shot. Like it is, he is throwing uppercuts and almost having to jump to do them.
He's looking for a double leg, single leg here.
Transition to a single.
This is frantic pace again. That is great defense on that cage from Sommerfield. He's having to deal with a much more dense frame, but he's using his own leverage in a really positive manner.
Absolutely. He's almost got the double leg transition. The hands are clasped. They're just above the hip line, which is going to make it hard to finish.
Yeah, that single leg wasn't working for him there for Bogdan Lujic.
Didn't have the leverage to lift.
He did not, no.
It is actually going to be really troublesome from this position because getting off that one pillar takes twice as much distance.
And is that because of the height difference? Is that because of his height where you're trying to offset his balance? He's got him down here. He's on a single leg.
And once again, so Sommerfield was expecting a wrestling affair out of this as well. So it's not like he's not ready or expecting this to be the case. But once again, like those long legs, long limbs are a jiu-jitsu dream.
Oh, his limbs and guard for these long limb guys are so dangerous. There's so many great submission opportunities off your back with long limbs. Nice jab, nice end of the jab, keeping him at the range.
And a good effort to get up as well just before that.
And what you can see, Lujic isn't throwing all of his power and everything right now.
There's a mouth guard on the floor here, and the official stops it. It's belonged to Bogdan Lujic. He sticks it in.
Just putting his mouth guard in, yep. And that's beautiful respect here for both opponents.
Oh, there's a big engagement here by both men.
He's got the tie clinch and threw 3 knees unanswered before Logic decides to lock it up against the cage. But those punches to the ribs are just going to take your energy out as well.
Yeah.
This I think this pace is really benefiting Sommerfield because not as dense muscle, oxygen isn't as necessary. These things start to become really, really, really important in the later rounds.
Oh, great job in terms of just being able to lift up that guard.
That mouth guard has come out again of Bogdan Lujic.
It certainly has.
And the official has stopped the fight again. That's the second time now that's come out.
So that's what happens when you boil mouth guards.
Yeah.
They're really, really tricky.
Once you've had a dentist fitted one, you can't go back.
Absolutely.
I can't spit that out with fingernails.
Beautiful range here. Like it's coming out again, poor guy.
Well, there's very little he can do about it if it's not fitted.
He's throwing everything he can. But this is where Sommerfield's reach, he's able to just take a little bit of the pace off the punches. It's like just deflecting, getting involved and annoying the clean striking range.
And he can keep at that massive distance as well. Like look at the distance even in this replay here. That Bogdan Lujic has to close to even get to him.
Yeah.
And Lochlan Sommerfield is quite comfortable at this pace because, like you said, you can just see there, he's able to push out a front kick, he's able to connect with his hands, he's able to throw a couple of hooks, and he's not in danger of being hurt himself.
Absolutely. And one of the things though, both of them aren't throwing 400% intent at this stage. So when they start to get a bit of a rush on and power starts coming through, very, very easy case for a knockout for both these gentlemen. They're both hitting the strikes.
There's Sommerfield's really using that leverage he's got to limit any high damage output that Lujic could be dealing with.
When you're that far away from a man, like it's very hard for him to hurt you.
Well, it's also he's getting a tie clinch, which is protecting him, but he's also at such a range.
And he's actually finding some nice shots here, Bogdan Lujic. And he's looking for that single leg here again.
Beautiful defense there.
And he's transitioning.
Great hips by Sommerfield here,
isn't it?
So what Sommerfield's doing instead of doing the overhook, he's actually raising the neck, and that is stopping Logic from being able to go down, which isn't a normal movement.
Oh, great job.
Nice transitioning.
He's looking to get this takedown. He'll get it here.
That's an awesome transition into the double leg, double under the butt.
Hands are locked underneath, and he's just going to look to suck the hips out a little bit before striking again.
Yeah, and some really nice shots to the body there as well, actually, by both fighters who've recognised that now they're in this position. They need.
Don't think you can.
No, not meant to be able to throw strikes from the bottom to the head.
I think the heat of the battle might have gotten to Sommerfield there a little bit.
He's looking for an armbar here.
He's got a double armbar. He had a double armbar in movement, but kind of fell off.
And Bogdan Lujic got out of that. He's into side control here now. And there's a couple of knees in the body. He needs to be careful here that he doesn't connect with the head of Lochlan Sommerfield and C-class rules.
Yeah, it was just hitting in the lat at this stage, but they're both throwing him. But yeah, this is where, it's Logic's doing a great job. He's trying to isolate that arm. Looking for an Americana. He's got it locked. He's got it locked. He's twisting through. He's twisting through.
That's tough. That is very close for a submission here.
One of the reasons why it is very, very tight, partly is because he's lifting the elbow and it's actually giving some shoulder space. So, yeah, great escape.
Let it go.
My goodness, that looked bad.
That was very tight.
It was certainly, I was ready to look away. But yeah, lifting of that elbow at the last point lifts the shoulder, which gives you movement. But that submission was so close. I wanted to tap on, tap for him. But great to see. He's obviously in it for this fight, and it's going to be more than a submission to get in there.
And we've got he's
nice
looking
walking.
to use the cage here to get around into a more comfortable position, and he's using that forearm as well. He's actually trying to set up an armbar here.
No, he hasn't secured the arm, but he's trying to get the bridge because
I think he's done cutting armbar, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the armbar, the normal armbar.
Men are up, 15 seconds to go in this second round. A knee to the body by Lochlan Sommerfield.
This hits on the outside of the left thigh.
And a big right and a big left hook by Bogdan Lujic. And he's pouring on the pressure here late in the second round.
Oh, beautiful anticipation there by Logic to know the knee was coming up and just had the hands there ready to block it.
That was it's a really difficult spot when these guys get to the ground, because isolating something without pressure with the gloves on becomes really difficult. And you don't get the added advantage of laying down strikes to then make the person move.
8-ounce gloves as well, so
They're not small.
just for the viewers at home, they're a lot bigger than they actually look on television, particularly when you're trying to use your hands to grip, particularly on the wrist maybe, or to try and secure that submission.
Or to feed under a chin.
Correct, they are quite bulky. So those gloves, the people would be familiar with the gloves that they see in the professional fights. They're actually 4-ounce gloves, so they're half the size of what the gloves that the guys are wearing here tonight.
And I just want to call it out. Just remember, Lochlan Sommerfield's only done 20 weeks of training.
That's it.
To be able to move those transitions and all that kind of stuff, and know when a submission was on and not on, that's excellent to see.
He's certainly built though for that type style of fighting. He's got great leverage.
There's those knees coming up again, just using his reach.
Oh!
My goodness.
Nice 1-2
straight the pipe. Great for a long man.
And that is money for a man of his size and his build.
And here we go. He's locked up. He hasn't quite locked his hands up, but he is pretty considerably below the butt line. That wasn't enough previously. We'll see what he does here. If he's going to leg lace and try and walk him down the wall.
This third round following the exact same script as round 1 and round 2, with Bogdan Lujic looking to get the takedown here on Lochlan Sommerfield.
There he is.
That was
Great double leg.
Great double leg takedown. And now he's looking to put the pressure on inside control. He needs to be careful again here that he doesn't strike to the head. We got C-class rules here, so he's got to be careful where he positions. He's looking to knee to the body, which is quite legal in this position. And that puts a lot of pressure on the guy on the ground, particularly when you're flat in your back and your ribs are exposed. It can be quite painful.
And one of the worst places to be is in side control when you're still relatively new to grappling. There is so many different answers to get out, but when you've got a man on top of you, they're hard to remember.
And so much pressure, they can come in, knee on belly to try and control you. And it doesn't, you wouldn't think that a guy of the similar weight to yourself could be so heavy.
We got almost thinking about a buggy choke. He's got another Americana set up.
Another Americana.
This one's a lot tighter.
And just a shift in body position there of Lochlan Sommerfield.
it's actually a bit harder with a longer limb without the right technique, and it's really he's got to really
he's got to pull it in.
He's got to shorten the space and the gap between the shoulder and the hand.
Those long arms make it really, really hard to finish. But this is the thing around fighting and jiu-jitsu and wrestling and striking is not just your technique, it's the opponents and the attributes they bring to the table as well.
100%.
That's a great point, actually, Craig.
I'm pretty sure Lujic has never seen someone like Sommerfield in terms of fought against, because I know I haven't. It's very, very hard to get training partners to mimic that style too.
This is probably in that 77 to 84 kilo range, and Sommerfield would be 6'5".
Would you ever think that you could be in side position and your opponent could knee you into the ribs? Like the range he's got. Look at this.
No, we're coming into the final 15 seconds here. It's been great ground control by Lujic.
Lujic is really in a dominant position here now. And even this isn't so much hammer fist, it's more body punishment. And Lochlan Sommerfield is looking to come up, and both men engage late in the third round. Well done to both men.
And
what
they finished with a flurry. A nice little rib shot there from Sommerfield.
What a fantastic show right at the end. Neither of the men were going to give a backward step, I should say.
That was an absolutely brutal grind.
That was a grind of a fight, wasn't it?
And I've got to say, honestly, it's one of the best ways to have as your first fight is to actually finish the round and see all your techniques actually go through the struggle as opposed to having a quick finish in the first round. You don't get to embrace the corner advice and be able to listen and grow.
And especially at this stage of their careers, the more minutes you can spend in the cage, the better. Regardless of, like, when you're having your first maybe 2, 3, 4 amateur MMA fights, getting 9 minutes apiece out, win, lose or draw, is the best experience for your own development. Obviously everyone wants to win, and we'll take that, but I'll take fights like this for my first fighter if I had one out there any day of the week.
Because they both got to showcase a whole range of different things: striking, grappling, escapes, cage defense, and also attacking in the same point. So both Sommerfield and Lujic, a lot of lessons to take away from that fight.
The experience is invaluable for both of them. A real grueling grind of a fight.
And I love this too. When your judges take a long time to write down the scores, it just shows you how close it was.
It looks like Tim York has a calculator out over there as he's trying to put these scorecards together.
Oh, mate, that's just basic math for him, isn't it?
3-digit math. It's a bit much for Tim York. He's more of a 360 pirouette man than a mathematician.
He almost had to take his shoes off for the count.
One hell of a fight from the boys. What a beauty. We have gone the full 3 rounds to the judges' scorecard with a unanimous decision. In the red corner, Bogdan Lujic! Well done, Bogdan. What a great fight. You definitely both showed the game-bred relentless intensity there. It was hardcore the whole fight. How you feeling?
Oh, bro, I'm fucked. I don't think I can go anymore. Come and get a few beers. Maybe I'll give you one as well.
I'll have a can with you. You both went 100% the entire fight. I'm not surprised that you can barely breathe now. What was the game plan for this fight? Like, you've obviously been training. You're both coming in. Debut for both of you?
Yeah, I didn't really know much about my opponent, but I came in, gave it a good crack, and just came out, I guess.
Hey, brilliant. Congratulations. Go and enjoy the win. Put it together for Bogdan!